The Department of Conservation and health officials have moved to reassure the public that 1080 poison drops on the west coast today are being done safely and within the rules. New Zealand First and anti-1080 activists say the poison is being dropped dangerously close to the start of the school holidays and the DoC is behaving in a cavalier fashion. Political reporter Benedict Collins has more.
1080 poison will be dropped on nearly 1 million hectares of land this year as part of DoC's war on introduced pests known as the Battle for Our Birds. But the New Zealand First MP and 1080 opponent Richard Prosser says the poison is being dropped on the west coast far too close to the start of the school holidays.
We're right at the start of the school holidays. And I understand that there is some provision within the consents that have been issued that publicly accessible areas not be treated with poison during a holiday period or within a certain time frame of it. But they seem to have taken the start of the holidays as being Monday as opposed to effectively today and tomorrow, which is when many families are heading off on holiday.
DoC's permit for using 1080 specifies the poison can't be dropped in publicly accessible areas within 24 hours of the school holidays starting. DoC's operations manager for the northern west coast, Bob Dixon, says the public safety is paramount and the only drops happening today in the Kahurangi National Park are in an area that's not publicly accessible.
So the drops are going today and they've been going for the last few days and going very successfully. The school holidays are something we're very mindful of, which start today, Friday, towards the end of the day. So we realise that where we have track networks where the public may be utilising those, we would not be proceeding with 1080 drops in those areas.
The Medical Officer of Health for the West Coast, Dr Cheryl Brunton, confirmed she's issued the consent for this drop.
What the operation that's happening today, which involves toxic up there, is within 24 hours of the onset of the school holidays, but it is permitted and has been discussed with me because it is not in a publicly accessible area.
Dr Brunton says she's also aware of public concern about other 1080 activity today near Seddonville in the Buller district.
Now, what is happening today is not a drop of toxic bait, but a drop of non-toxic pre-feed. Non-toxic pre-feed doesn't require a public health permission and can be dropped at any time.
Jim Hilton, an anti-1080 campaigner on the west coast who's been monitoring today's drops, says 1080 is an indiscriminate killer.
It's used for killing things, it's not used to save things, and quite simply you drop it out of the sky from helicopters. It's indiscriminate, it's not targeted. You know, they might think they're targeting rats, but the birds eat these things too.
Back at the beehive, Richard Prosser believes the government's battle for our birds could derail into the worst unintentional ecological blunder of modern times. He says it risks upsetting the uneasy equilibrium between native birds and rats, possums and stoats that have coexisted for hundreds of years. From Parliament, for Checkpoint, Benedict Collins.